What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video, and today I was scrolling Twitter and I actually stumbled upon Goichi's new tier list. My allergies are literally killing me today, so apologize for my voice or sneezing or whatever that may happen in this video. But yeah, Goichi put out his brand new tier list. He also did an assist tier list that I don't really need to like look at or anything, because I feel like everybody knows what the good assists are in the game. And basically I just wanted to talk about his tier list kind of versus my tier list, right? So Goichi has plus S or S plus tier, S tier, S minus tier, A tier, and B tier as well. But when you translate his what he says in it, what he says in this, it actually tells you that freaking Krillin belongs in C tier. He just couldn't make the frame big enough for the picture or whatever to get Krillin in the C tier, and that's kind of messed up for my boy Krillin. But again, I kind of want to put this up with my tier list because I think our tier lists are kind of similar in some aspects, because when I put out my tier list, I didn't expect it to get as many views as it did, and you guys seem to enjoy it. But a lot of you seem to of course you picked out your characters that were your favorite, and you hated that I put them where I put them. But when it comes down to the best player in the world saying this is his tier list, where does your favorite characters or your main fall within his tier list, right? Because A tier, there is a lot of characters that would be in here. Like the way that I had my tier list, I'm just gonna pull it up for you guys right now, because I think this matters a lot when you really get to thinking about it. Here I have my tier list pulled up, and when we really look at it, I feel like our tier lists are kind of similar, right? Of course, his S tier is or his S tier has all these characters compared to mine. He obviously set his up a whole lot different, but it kind of has the same premise to it. Mostly all of his A tier are in my A tier, right? And I kind of agree with his list more than mine. But the thing about mine is I definitely want to recant a couple of things that I did say about my tier list, because my tier list had some controversial things. I won't lie. I put Yamcha in B tier, where he does not belong in B tier, if I'm being quite honest. I don't know what I was thinking. I was sleeping on Yamcha. I gotta say, I don't want to lie to interview any of you and say that he is B tier, because he absolutely isn't. To me, Yamcha is actually A plus, and quite possibly in S, because he does have really good mix up, and his level 3 is great in the corner, things like that. Yamcha's a good character. So if I offended you by saying Yamcha was B tier, allow me to reiterate my statement and put him where he actually belongs. So again, this list, my list compared to Goichi's, is just crazy, because again, he splits up his S tier into 3 different portions, and I agree. Honestly, if I were to do this the way he did it, I would actually put Bardock in S minus with these guys now, because Bardock, to me, he's the most balanced character within the game at the moment. Honestly, he just has complete balance to him. I know a lot of people, Bardock's OP, light. All he does is mash. And yes, his auto combo is great, and yes, he can control the screen fairly well with his lariat, but that's just how it should be. He has great normals. The character is just, to me, completely in a space of his own when it comes to being the most balanced character in the game, in my opinion, because, you know, he doesn't have like a beam, he doesn't have, you know, like a grab or anything that a lot of other characters do that he can truly compete with. When it comes to neutral, characters with a beam or like Ki blast attacks can easily beat Bardock out, but because of his lariat and how quickly he can get into your face, I think that a lot of people, you know, put him in that upper echelon of like really good characters. And although I do believe he belongs there, I believe like he's just completely balanced compared to every single other character in the cast. Obviously, you know, Goichi's S+ tier, these two characters right here are snapped. Like, I've been thinking more and more how much Team Gohan is actually disgusting within this game. He has undoubtedly the best auto combo in the game. It tracks you from damn near anywhere on the screen, and it will come after your life if you decide I'm going to whiff a butt, or if this character whiffs his first two combos of his light button, right? And you decide I'm going to punish it, that third button is coming after you and it just homes in on you and you're just screwed. Like, why is that a thing? This character is just so disgusting and I just can't deal with it. Obviously, GT Goku, this is he's probably the most broken character in the game. I always talk about how he is a season 1 character that they just put into season 2, right? GT Goku is the Bardock of season 2, right? Bardock season 1, GT Goku is the Bardock of season 2. GT Goku has that amazing Oki from his Spirit Bomb that he can get off of almost every assist in the game. He can do the Spirit Bomb by himself if he's in the corner, and he gets that great Oki just like Bardock had from season 1. Although it's not as easy to do, all you have to do is go and practice it for 5 minutes. It's not hard by any means to get off that Spirit Bomb either, but the fact that it's so accessible and so easy is just ridiculous. Like, these two characters definitely are broken. So I think Goichi is fairly right in putting them right there where they are. As for these characters here, again, S tier. Again, I feel like Bardock could be an S-, or, you know, you can even keep him here because yes, he does belong there. Like I said, I would drop Yamcha down. If we're going by specifically just Goichi's tier list, I would drop Yamcha down to S-, honestly. Kid Buu, I think I would put him in S+. I think the only reason that Goichi might put him in S is because of his, I guess his setup play. Like, the character's assist is really snapped. It's kind of broken. It locks you down and you can't really do anything about it. So Kid Buu is just amazing in that aspect. And then you have the fact that, like, this character has, you know, a beam in the air, so he has great neutral. He can shut you down. He has a command grab that takes you out of the air. Things like that. The character, I just think he needs, what am I talking about? The character doesn't need anything because Kid Buu he's disgusting. He will always be disgusting because they decided to try to nerf this character at one point, and look at where he still is. Like, I don't think Kid Buu can be nerfed. This character has great neutral with just his standing M alone. The confirms he can get off of like so much is just ridiculous. I just think the reason Goichi has him at S instead of S+ is because, you know, GT Goku has that better neutral. Kid Buu doesn't have the best neutral in the world or anything. Missing that standing M from anywhere on screen is almost a death sentence without an assist to back it up or anything. But yeah, this character is disgusting, but I think for certain reasons Goichi put GT Goku and Gohan up there above Kid Buu because of what they really have within the neutral. And yeah, adult Gohan, nothing needs to be said about him. This character they have found a universal fuzzy for this character, and not only that, just because of adult Gohan can do it, so many other characters in the cast can do it. So the likelihood of them taking out fuzzies from the game seems to be it might not happen anymore, because now even GT Goku can be fuzzy, and that is something you really have to think about. It's something that is not easy to do, but since the threat of every character being able to be fuzzied is now there, the likelihood of them taking the fuzzy out of the game is very, very low. And so I feel like a lot of people found that universal fuzzy with adult Gohan, so that makes him really, really dangerous. And plus, with him, it's specifically easier to do because of his air light normal, the way it just arcs down. So adult Gohan he's just fantastic. I mean, there's no other place for him. Like I said, it's really easy to mix S and S plus characters, like, because I mean, again, just those two characters, GT Goku and Gohan alone, they can easily be S tier. I don't really know the logic completely behind Goichi's decision to split those two characters away from everybody else, but they are definitely, I would, I guess, put them above these four here. But again, I would drop Yamcha down to S minus. Super Saiyan Goku, definitely the new, like, comeback anchor character, just like how Vegeta was in season 1. Super Saiyan Vegeta, Goku is definitely there too, and he just takes over when he becomes an anchor. It's just like you get that plot armor Zenkai boost with Goku anytime he comes out in his last. Trunks, I'm surprised that Goichi actually put this character in S minus, because I think Trunks is, you know, like, I have him, again, I'm pretty sure I had him at A plus. For my tier list, well, I guess, yeah, it's still the same, right? So his S, I'm gonna mix his S plus and S tier, but his S plus and S kind of are equivalent to just my S. His S minus are literally equivalent to my A plus. Obviously he doesn't have like Android 21 in S, but when I look at his, it's just like I thought he would put Trunks lower, because I do have a high respect for Trunks. When he gets to doing all his flips, his EX flips, he can mix your shit. Like, he will mix you up. This character can actually be really, really disgusting. I have no qualms about Broly being there. Again, Broly was one of my A plus. Broly is, to me, the best zoner in the game. When I look at it from that aspect, he, to me, better than Frieza at zoning. It just makes sense for the character to be there. One of the only reasons he wasn't, you know, S is because, well, S for me is because he's fuzzyable, right? But now every character can pretty much be fuzzied. So Broly is just gross. All of his armor and everything. I just hope the new Broly that comes out is not very similar, but, you know, has certain aspects that make him better than this Broly, because I like Dragon Ball Super Broly better than the original. Gotenks, after playing my friend Bobby so many times, I don't even know why I put Gotenks at A tier in my tier list, because he definitely is A plus. I think a lot of people just kind of forgot about Gotenks, mainly because they took away his like 3 overheads in his light auto combo when you're jumping at them and your opponent is blocking. They took away that like head, like being able to get that overhead on somebody through his light combo. And so I think a lot of people just kind of forget how good the character like still is, and they actually kind of gave him a buff. Like his spin, his little spin is almost just as quick as Bardock's lariat, and on top of that, you know, it can reflect Ki Blast. Like, the move is really, really good, and I think a lot of people just kind of fell off on how good this character actually can be. And I think a lot of people need to give Gotenks more credit, and, you know, give the character give him back his spotlight, because I don't think in no way, shape, or form that the character is bad. Goichi also threw in base Vegeta into his S minus, and honestly, the way Sonic Fox plays, Sonic can make any character look S tier if he puts his mind to it. And so, because I mean, Sonic used to play Beerus at one point. Like that character is, or Sonic can make any character look good. So, but when we really get to talking about base Vegeta, I think base Vegeta is actually really, really good. Me putting him in A tier, like when you really look at my list, you can kind of put like so many A tier characters teetering the line of A plus, right? It's really, really easy to do that. I think my list, I would drop Blue Goku down to A tier. I could replace base Vegeta with Blue Goku. That would make sense to me. It's crazy how Goichi actually used to play Piccolo and put Piccolo in his A tier. And that is kind of strange to me, you know. Even, you know, Cell as well. Cell is in his A tier. I think Goku Black is only in his A tier because of his beam assist. Gogeta, my list was correct. Gogeta is on A tier for me. So many people feel like Gogeta is S tier or A plus tier. He's like not even really that close. The character is good, but he doesn't belong in the super high tiers because he has a lot in his kit, but his normals are just way too slow. Like, the character is good, but he's not the god that a lot of you think he is. And that is why you don't see many people actually playing him. Well, there definitely still are a lot of people playing him online because it's online. Online isn't for like super serious players. You know, it's whatever. But I think Goichi's tier list is pretty solid. Like, I gotta say I agree with his a lot more than mine when it comes down to it, because when I really get to start to think about these characters, it makes sense. Ginyu, don't know about really, so I can't really say anything about Ginyu. I feel like Ginyu used to be pretty good, but I just think he's just a hard character to use for, you know, what he is. It's sad to say my boy Blue Vegeta is down here. I actually have Blue Vegeta, you know, pretty low in mine as well. Doo-doo. I put D tier because it stood for doo-doo. But yeah, Blue Vegeta, they just need to do something with him completely. They just need to change his ass completely. I don't think Beerus belongs in B tier, honestly. I think he could be in A tier. Krillin, we all know Krillin is... I put him in a B tier only because I just feel like without the rocks, Krillin can still be really, really good. But I know a lot of people are way more harsh on Krillin than Krillin gets credit for. But it makes sense. Krillin is pretty bad in the game. Shout out to all my Krillin mains. But other than that, Goichi's tier list is pretty solid. I wish he would have split his up like exactly like mine: S, A plus, A, B, and C and D. Because then I could really compare the two. But as it stands right now, our list seemed to be pretty similar. Without, you know, like, I mean, his Android 21 is just A tier. He doesn't have him in like S minus. Because like I said, if you mix these two, our tier lists are pretty much the same, excluding Yamcha. So if these were S, ours kind of match up here. I think these are all just undisputable, the top 5 characters within the game right here. His S minus would be my A plus tier, and again, I don't know, maybe it's because I don't really have that presence, or maybe I just don't play enough of these characters or see enough of them to genuinely put them in where they need to be. But I think because when I do play certain characters like an Android 21 or a Zamasu, you know, or even a Cell, normally those people are really really good at that character. They've probably been playing them since day one, so they just seem to body me, and maybe that's why I put them there. But I definitely think it makes sense. But other than that, yeah, I gotta say our our tier lists are fairly similar. And if you're wondering why there are so many characters in A tier and not split up, you know, more into S or more into B or even lower, it's because when you really get to looking at this game, there is no character that's completely unusable or completely super broken to the point where they need to be banned or something like that. Every character, you know, almost has the same exact combo structure, to the point where if you do medium, light in the air and send your opponent flying up, it's possible to, you know, get certain damage off on with every single character. And that's why it's kind of set up like this, because when you really get to looking at it, there's not like a super bad character in the game. You can definitely play these low tiers and win, but it's just like, if you play these low tiers and lose, it's not an excuse because you chose that, right? Obviously there is characters and what they have in their kit makes them way better than others, but every character is usable, and that is why there isn't like a huge difference in class between certain characters. Obviously top 5, they definitely shine, but you know, it is what it is. But guys, I feel like this video is getting to be way too long. I haven't posted a long video like this in a while, and I just wanted to talk about Goichi's tier list. If you like me doing this, just let me know. I'm pretty sure Sonic Fox put one out a while ago. If y'all want to see me do Sonic Foxes, get me to, I don't know, 20 likes. I've never done a like goal before, and I don't even know if people watch this deep into the video to set that like goal or to see this like goal. So if you want me to compare my crappy tier list to Sonic Fox, or compare Sonic Foxes to Goichi's, let me know down in the comment section below, and get me to 20 likes if that's what you so desire. But other than that, what do you think of Goichi's tier list? Is it good? Is it bad? Do you agree? Do you not agree? Because there is a lot to talk about, but not too much to the point where this is controversial at all, because I think Goichi has a pretty good mindset when it comes to a lot of these characters, because, you know, he is the best fighters player in the world. And yeah, I think I can agree with his list more than I can agree with my own. I do plan on doing a tier list when Dragon Ball Super Broly comes out. Obviously I'll wait a bit and not just throw him to the wolves and say Broly is S tier right off the bat or anything. But yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. That's all I got for y'all. Come join the Bandit Army. Peace out.